As we all know, modern dating is in shambles to say the least. With the spread of the internet and everyone being online, more connected than ever, dating apps are taking the forefront of the dating scene because of their wide accessibility and ease of access. Yet, despite this, the connectedness has led to issues that plague these apps and led a lot of people to be distraught and unfulfilled in their dating lives. And it makes sense. The typical way one would go about finding a date would be through first becoming friends, seeing you like the person, confessing, and hoping your feelings are reciprocated, then boom, you're going out. But now with modern dating, we skip a couple steps along the way and immediately start going out with strangers. Of course, this has a lot of issues, from minor ones like not matching with a person's energy in real life, to meeting a serial killer. The second one is what we're going to be talking about in this video. Well, kind of, as there was an app made with the premise of finding out if your potential date was a serial killer, but it spiraled out of control recently and has become the center of massive controversies involving cybersecurity protection, hacking, and doxing. But we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Let's first explain what the T-app was intended to be. The T-app was created by Sean Cook because of a situation that happened with his mother, where she was catfished and unknowingly engaged with men who had criminal records. He intended the app to be used to out these men in the dating pool and protect other women. But that's not exactly how the app was used, and it stems from a couple of issues. Firstly, the app was only for women. You needed a selfie and an ID to prove that you were a woman to get on the app, meaning misinformation, defamation, and slander could easily spread everywhere, and the men it was made about would be none the wiser.
What are you doing? I'm posting false information on the web.
Furthermore, the app let you put a lot of information, more than was necessary, about the person you were posting, to the point where honestly, it was just straight up doxing. This is a screenshot from the app, and just look at it. They listed the phone number, address, and social media profiles. Now, I know the statistics, I know that men are more likely to commit crimes than women, but some lady psycho could use this and straight up stalk and harass people. It's insane that this was even allowed on the App Store. But essentially, the app became a man-hating app rather than anything useful, which honestly, who didn't expect this? I mean, look at the name. It is literally called the T-app, as in drama, like be for real. We all knew this was coming. So you know, that continued for a while. It was made in 2023, and there was nothing really controversial about it till recently, and a lot of misinformation has been spread about it. And of course, the forefront of the controversy was 4chan. It's always 4chan. Many of you may have heard the claims floating around on Twitter or TikTok that a 4chan user hacked the T-app, got the photos and IDs from women on the app, and leaked them to the public for everyone to see. Furthermore, someone made a map that pinpointed the addresses of all the women on the app and posted it. Things are hitting the fan. Okay, but hear me out though. While this is absolutely insane, it's not exactly accurate.
You are fake news, sir.
When it comes to the 4chan hacking situation, well, you can't really call it a hack if all the information was stored on a public bucket. Yes, you heard that right. All the user IDs and photos were stored publicly on the internet, and someone just stumbled across them one day and leaked them. Are we for real? I have never heard of a case of an app on a mobile store having worse security measures. What makes it more insane is the fact that the app literally tells you that your data is secure and that your photos will be deleted in 24 hours. I don't know about you, but having them stored publicly on the internet doesn't sound like making them secure. And also, shouldn't they already be, gone? But nonetheless, here they are for the public to see. I obviously can't show you this information on YouTube because unlike this app, YouTube actually has privacy rules, but I can guarantee you it's insane. This app was really put together with some duct tape and hopes and dreams, because you cannot be telling me this dude made an app, promised it would be secure, and then stored everything publicly. It's actually kind of getting me heated right now, I'm not gonna lie. On another note though, someone made a map of all the addresses of the women on the app and pinpointed them, though some point out it is pretty inaccurate. It's just like a dot for the general area. But I bring up the counterpoint that with this information leaked, this theoretically could still happen because all of those women now have their addresses with their IDs made public, and honestly, it's not deserved. Yes, they were participating in an app that encourages doxing and trash talking men, but this is not the way to solve the issue. Nonetheless, it wouldn't even be an issue if the app had actual safety measures. I really can't get over how terrible the safety measures are. The fact that some random dude could just find them open on the internet. But with that, hopefully nothing else crazy comes out of this app. Alright, so the final major controversy we'll be covering today is the hoax that's been going around saying women were unalived because of the T situation. Now, I understand why many may fall for the hoax because it's this AI news segment that looks pretty realistic. I'll play it on the screen.
Police are investigating a string of murders linked to the T app, where women who exposed men were later found dead.
And I think my biggest takeaway from viewing this is, wow, I'm absolutely terrified of AI. It's getting way too realistic, and pretty soon we're not going to be able to tell real from fake. I'm just not ready to be living in a world like that yet. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna infect like literally everything. You couldn't trust any political videos. There's probably gonna be videos of like streamers, just fake news, saying some crazy stuff. And people are gonna believe it because it's gonna look real. Like, how are you even gonna tell? And like at that point, what is real and what's fake? That's the real question. I feel like the way we know it's really bad is if there's ever a court case and someone says something is AI when he actually did it, because that means we literally couldn't tell the difference. But that's a little tangent. I feel like that has to be in my top 10 biggest fears going into the later half of the 2020s, along with being employed. No employment. Let me scroll reels. Anyway, well, what can we do? I don't know, that's why I asked you. But anyway, I think I'm done with this topic. It's pretty crazy. There was a T app. It was made to, like, I guess protect women. It turned into like a doxing app, Doxing Central, Dox Premium. In the end, it ended up doing the exact opposite because all of it was public and the cybersecurity was terrible. Hopefully something comes out of that. Hopefully someone does something. And of course, you know, fake AI stuff also happened. If y'all see any like new topics or something that you want me to cover, put those in the comments below. Well, that'll be all for this one. As always, stay niche and spread the word, kings.